What is up, you guys? It is Brad here, and today is day number 4 of Brickworld Chicago 2025. If you saw yesterday's vlog, you would know that last night we had a lot of fun, hence why my voice is a little hoarse this morning, but that's okay. I'm walking over to the convention center right now. It is just a little after 10 a.m. I was going to try and make it there for like rope drop, but that didn't happen. But I hear there's still a crazy huge line, so let's go check it out. Oh yeah, check it out, you guys. There are a lot of people trying to get into the convention hall right now. First thing I'm doing today is checking out the LEGO Ninjago panel here, hosted by Bricks. It was pretty cool to watch this panel, especially because there was actual LEGO Ninjago designers here in attendance.
Future for next year. Thank you so much for being here.
Whoa, check it out. We have one of the characters from Ninjago here. And next up, it was actually time to attend the BrickLink Designer Program Series 8 set reveal. This one here is hosted by CPA, London Bridge Bricks, and Shy Time is My Time. Yo, I see some freebies. Coop, are you excited for freebies? Yeah.
Anyone want an anniversary set?
Woo! Yeah! Woo! Greg! Woo!
DDP!
DDP! DDP!
I don't need a blue one, I need a green one.
Yeah.
Gotta snatch one. Come on. It's fantastic. Thank you everyone so much for coming.
It's come full circle now. Last year at Brickworld, John brought it up to our attention to say, hey, we need some fanfare around these.
So, pirates?
Any pirate fans? Guy, you're on.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
But we have here for our second finalist, the hot air balloon. Okay, let's hear it for the hot air balloon.
We've got pirates. We've got colourful air balloons. Any train fans here? So, here we have it.
Whoa!
That's a heavy one, isn't it? This is a big one. Quite nice to handle it as well.
There are power function hookups for this set. It's great in your cities.
Yeah. You know, Chris, and I just found out that the fan designer is actually here in this room as well.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah. Our last two sets are the big ones. The 4,000 part sets. We have
So you can just let it out so you can get the full.
Everyone loves the classic themes, and I already said one of them, so you already know what the other one is.
More specifically, you can have it displayed as a single castle unit, or you can have it sort of like a wall with a barrier to entry.
Woo!
Actually a great series, actually. I'm pleasantly surprised.
Fire series.
Many of the camps. And then actually, stick around. We've got a little bit of some giveaways to give away out front.
Watching the Legos!
Whoa!
I got one.
You did?
I got one.
What'd you get? Yo, that's a cool mushroom house. All right, so now so far today we have seen the Ninjago panel as well as the BrickLink Designer Program reveal. So let's go check out some of the mocks in the convention hall. So the first mock I want to show you guys is one that I think is really cool. This is the Enchanted Forest collab. This one's done by a bunch of my friends, and as you guys can see, this build, everything here is absolutely amazing. So there's so many different sections of it, which is really cool. And you guys can just see, I love the style that they've gone. The trees are absolutely incredible. The colors are really beautiful, and just everything is just so detailed. detailed, and yeah, they did such a good job at it. They're actually nominated as well, and I really hope they win. Everyone should go vote for them because they did such a marvelous job on all of their builds. This is a really cool build right here. You guys can see this is the Avengers Assemble mosaic. It is a mosaic of all the Avengers characters. However, it's really cool because instead of it just being a flat mosaic, it is rounded. All the edges are like curved, and it's actually in this huge circle that is spinning around the convention center, which is really neat. This build right here is really cool. This one's actually made by Simon Liu, and you guys can see it is this massive aircraft carrier, except it's a frogcraft carrier. All of the planes here are actually frogs, which are really cool. He's got dozens and dozens of planes. Not only are they all on top here, but he's also included them all down here in the actual model. And there's a whole fleet behind the table as well. You can see he's used a ton of snot technique here to actually build the model. It's just, wow, this one's really, really impressive. I don't know how I can get my hands on one of these planes, but I want one because they're just that cool. Well, this right here is really cool. Someone has recreated the Model University of Minnesota, the East Bank campus. It's using over 60,000 different Lego pieces, so that's pretty cool to see. I wish somebody would recreate my old University of Lego. Maybe I should do that because this looks pretty cool. This might just be one of my favorite builds of the entire weekend. Someone has built like basically a Lego room completely out of Lego bricks. This is the artist studio right here, and the whole thing is out of Lego, including like the shells, which is really impressive. I'm making a whole short form on this one because I just think it's so cool. But you can see like they've used the roller coaster tracks right here, which is really awesome. The shelves are full of both Lego brick built things and like other Lego merchandise things. They've got a whole bunch of like extra picture frames right here. This huge stuffed animal is actually painting a picture on a Lego brick built chair, and the floor is like cluttered with Lego art supplies, which are really cool. And there's another shelf back here with some other Lego artwork. As I said, I'm making a whole short form video on this one just because it's super impressive. This motel is really cool right here. You guys can see this is the Seaview Motel and Pool. It is like what you'd expect a typical American motel to look like. They've got the pool right here with the deep end with some minifigures diving. They've got the shallow end where some ladies are just like hanging out and enjoying it. Unfortunately, it looks like somebody may have had an accident in the pool, which is kind of funny. And then we've got minifigures lounging right here, including Santa back there. And then, of course, the whole motel is detailed here as well. And all the rooms have, it looks like a little bit of a different story to it. I should have showed you guys this a little bit earlier, but there's a huge Great Ball contraption, of course, here at Brickworld, so I'll try and remember to come back and show you that tomorrow. Oh wow, this build looks really cool. Look at the building techniques that they've used to accomplish this. That is amazing. Whoa, these Lego wings are also really cool. I love how they've used all of these leaf pieces to create this. This is a really nice model here as well at the One World Trade Center in New York City. They've included the brand new building here as well, and also the memorial for the 9/11 towers, which I think is really cool to see. I think this rooster is so cool right here. Look at all the different pieces that they used in all the different colors, but even though it's like kind of chaotic, it really comes together nicely. These minifigure habitats are always some of my favorite things here at the Lego conventions just because they are all really cool. They're community driven, so not one builder made all of these. In fact, they're all pretty much made by different builders, and each one you can see here is just so incredibly unique. Like we've got somebody up here taking pictures of a garden. Looks like somebody here is at a Legoland AFOL night. This one here was actually built by my friend Christopher. You can see this is him in front of his studio. We've got somebody here and look at Spaceship, a classic spaceman. This one's cool because it uses a ton of chrome silver parts. Looks like over here we have another content creator, which is really cool. This one looks like somebody's in a rickety old basement or something like that based on the floor. We've got some other people here at a movie theater. Yeah, each one is just so cool and incredibly unique. This build of the Lego sushi might just be one of my favorites from Brickworld this year. You guys can see they've built this whole sushi meal. It's complete with actual Lego chopsticks, which I think is really cool. They've got this board right here with all the sushi pieces on it. There are 6 pieces in total. We've got 4 of the California roll, looks like, a piece of salmon sushi, and then I never can remember what this sushi is, but they've also got like ginger and wasabi over here, and I just think it's really cool because they've used all of these teeth pieces, as you can see, to make the rice look incredibly realistic. It's probably really time consuming to assemble that all together, but I've seen lots of Lego sushi in the past, but none of it has ever had this rice texture before, so I think it's really cool. I think this table of builds might also be some of my favorites here at Brickworld this year. This is from a builder, Nicholas Kramer, I believe, and just I love everything he's got on display, so I want to show you some of them. So for starters, right here, he's got this massive art piece of Tinkerbell, which I just think is really cool. I can like look at all, these are all 1x1s back there, 1x1 tiles, so that looks like it would have been difficult to do, but it's got like this 3D look as well, which is really cool. Like Tinkerbell stuck out a little, which I love. You guys can see he's also got this big ship down here, which is really nice. Over here, he's got the day at the beach, which is like this sand castle, which I think is really cool. You can see he's got all the sand, he's built a moat around the sand castle, and then he's even got a bucket full of 1x1 studs, which is crazy. This is a snot mosaic cube over here, which I think is really cool. Like, look at the texture and the detail on that. That is a really cool build. And then I love how he's got all these Tonka trucks over here as well. There's a couple different varieties. So I used to play with a lot of Tonka trucks and stuff like that as a kid. So I think it's really cool to see all of these made out of Lego here. He's got some Monopoly cars and the Monopoly train over here as well, which are really cool. And then he's also got the Monopoly hat, a Monopoly hotel, as well as the Monopoly ships. So all of his builds I just think are really, really cool. Oh, and this is really cool right here. There's this little interactive build station where you can actually build into this Lego city right here. So you follow all the steps that are outlined there, do a little build, and then you can place it here with all the other models. Also, I popped in here today to check out the LEGO Superheroes Today panel, which is being hosted by my friends Just Too Good, Mini Superheroes Today, and Duck Bricks. This is a really interesting way to display parts. Here at one of the vendors, they have these like plastic things full of Lego pieces. All of these are individually priced, which is neat, and they've got some other pieces down here. They've also got a ton of Build-A minifigure parts, and I think they're all only $1 each, which is pretty good. So the public has officially gone. I took a little bit of a break upstairs. That's why I didn't even show the public leaving or all the announcements and stuff. But I came back to the show now. I wanted to check out a few more of the mocks when it was a little bit less busy. And now with all the vendors closed, I realized I didn't really do any vendor shopping today. Normally I go to the vendors a lot, but I feel like I checked a lot of them out yesterday and they just like didn't have like much that I wanted. I've also just been spending this whole convention hanging out with friends. Like I'm more invested in the relationships this year than I am trying to buy stuff. So the only thing that I actually bought today that I can't remember if I showed you guys already or not earlier, but I just bought 5 of these classic space yellow torsos. These are the ones from the Lego movie line, or the Lego movie set. So they're not actually the vintage ones. They're way too good of condition for that. So that's what I'm assuming. But yeah, my goal is probably to come back tomorrow and just do another, pass through at some of the vendors and stuff like that. But I think I really have everything I need for this convention. All right, just arrived at the Golden Brew. We are here to check out the BRIC App Meetup, which will be really fun. All right, we just got inside here. You can see they've got a merch table. There are a ton of people from the convention here. They've also got a bunch of food for us, which is really cool. Ben, you're in the vlog. Coincidentally, Ben just won the prize. All right, we are back now from the Brick Party. That was super fun, great food, great time, and we are just getting ready for World of Lights. It's starting in about 15 minutes. All right, World of Lights is officially underway here, so let's take a look at some of the cool mocks here. I'll have to come back and look at this one a little bit more tomorrow, but this looks like a zoo, and it is all lit up, and it is really impressive. Over here, they have this beautiful aquarium. You can see when I zoom in, all the different fish in there that are really cool. They've got a lot of different detailing, and with the blue, it just looks really sharp. Throughout the whole zoo right here, they do have all these street lights as well, which look really cool, and they've lit up a bunch of the inside of the exhibits and the barns as well, and I think the color scheme on these just looks really cool. And then of course over here they have an amusement park part, and it looks really neat as well. They've got the roller coaster all lit up, which looks really cool, some flashing lights, and they've even got a Ferris wheel. They keep turning the lights on and off. I have no idea what is happening. Everyone is so confused because this is like the 3rd or 4th time they've done it. Now that the lights are off again, let's take a look at this factory build so you guys can see this one is really cool. The builder has included all of these different factory lights around the top of the build. On the inside here you can see it is a fully working factory, a full production line. They've got everything from like forklifts to a conveyor belt over here. Look at that, that is hilarious. These are all very brittle Lego colors that just keep going back and forth. They've got some custom citizen brick signs in here as well that I think look really cool. This is a really fun build. I'll actually have to come back and try and check it out during the day. We're over here at the Great Ball contraption now, and this is really cool. They're actually using glow-in-the-dark balls, which just make it look so much better. But I haven't seen this during the day, and one of the contraptions is actually shooting the balls straight up in the air, which is really cool to see. And then of course, looking at the rest of the Great Ball contraption here, sorry it's really loud, you're able to see all the balls moving down the line right here. Not only are a lot of the builds lit up, but because they're using the black light, it just makes everything look so much cooler. This module on the Great Ball contraption is really cool because it looks like a portal and the balls just keep getting spit out from it. A lot of these builds right here are really cool because they're using the more pastel colors here in Lego, and then with the black lights on them, it looks really sharp. Like look at this Mona Lisa, that is super cool. Not only did I love seeing this during the day in those crazy colors, but when you put the black light on it, it just looks so much cooler. And then over here is the gallery. This is a cool model that, again, I haven't actually seen during the day, but it is really impressive because they've got a fountain lit up down here, which looks really sharp. They've got all of the street lights as well, but I think the real masterpiece is the interior that is all lit up. It's got 3 different floor areas of gallery space by the looks of it, and you can see on the inside there's a ton of different LEGO artwork. I especially love that one right there. I'll have to come back tomorrow and get a picture of it. Looks like we've got a full library right up here. Looks like a guy in the bathtub up there. And yeah, there's really a lot going on here, which is really cool. And I love how you're able to see all the new details on the inside. Plus, like, just the whole model is really detailed. So as I said, I can't wait to check this out tomorrow. This fairy build is so impressive. You guys can see it is this massive forest right here. Just zoomed out so you can kind of get a better glimpse, but it's really cool because all of the tree leaves, all the leaves are obviously brick built, which is really cool. And you can see they've got different lights in them all illuminating, and then down here you can just see so many more of the details of the model. I love all the different colors, and I haven't seen this one during the day yet. I haven't made my way over here, so it's going to be really cool to come back tomorrow and see this, but just looking at it here at night with the lights on is really, really cool. This right here is my friend Christopher's Lakma build. This is a really cool art installation in Los Angeles where he's from, and you can see he's recreated it out of Lego bricks here with the light post. He told me when I first met him a few months ago how much time and effort that he spent on getting these lights engineered, and I think it just looked absolutely awesome. Not only does this build look really good during the day, but here at night it just looks really stellar. So I just wanted to take some time to make sure we admire this because it is really cool. Oh, this is really cool. So somebody here has actually rebuilt the Fold concert. Obviously we didn't actually have a Fold concert at Brickworld this year, so it's really nice to see this rebuilt at a Lego, and I think the lights look really cool. It's really awesome that they have the song playing in the background as well, and this is a fun build. Now, I obviously know absolutely nothing about Star Wars, so I'm not even going to try to act like I do, but I just wanted to show you guys this model right here really quickly because it's amazing. It's, first off, it's absolutely huge, but I just think they did a really good job lighting it up, and as you move around, you can just really see all the different details there. I especially love how the walkwork has been carved out to have this building in it. That is really neat, and of course, with the lights, you can see it really, really clearly, so they did a really cool job with this one. This city here looks really cool with all the lights on it flashing all the different colors, and it looks really sharp when they go up the mountain there here as well. Oh look, this is really fun. Someone has recreated Taylor Swift's concert right here completely out of Lego, which is a ton of fun. This is supposed to be the Eras Tour. You can see Taylor's right there on the stage and all the flashing lights around her. This Star Wars build right here is a couple of my friends at the collaboration. They have worked so hard on this all weekend, and I know I haven't shown it in the day yet, and I haven't just had a chance to, but I promise you guys I will tomorrow. But I just wanted to show you it at night because it looks so amazing. They've got the red lights here on this side so you can really see all the interior, but then my personal favorite are the white lights over here because it just really gives you a big glance into this whole model here, and I'm proud of them because I know how hard they've worked to put this together, and they've worked on it pretty much the entire weekend. Once again, this is a model that looks absolutely incredible throughout the day, and I haven't even had a chance to show you guys because during the public hours it is just so jam-packed of people, but I love how it looks here at night. You can really just see all the incredible details that have been included here. It is a massive model. Like, you can see my hand. This is a massive model, and they have spared no expense at creating amazing interior details for everyone to enjoy, even though sometimes it's harder to see, but like with the lights off, you can see it so perfectly. But yeah, as I said, I just can't get over how large this model is on a good day, and then wow, the lights just make it really pop. So as you may have guessed, you guys, it is now the next day. After World of Lights, basically, we all just hung out in the convention center until way too early in the morning or way too late, depending on how you look at it. But it was so much fun, of course, as it always is. You guys saw the World of Lights builds were really, really cool. It was awesome to see all the LEGO creations lit up. And then, yeah, it was just a super fun night hanging out with all my friends over at the Renaissance. So that is all for this vlog, everyone. Make sure you guys stay tuned for the next vlog where it is the final day of Brickworld Chicago 2025. You guys are not going to want to miss it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.